I just received my new Arturia AudioFuse interface, so I thought I'd give you guys a quick review of it because this thing definitely deserves it. What I'm doing with this while having all the gear that I have already, you'll see that at the end. This is the smallest in the AudioFuse range, but only in size. This thing is a no-compromise high-end audio interface with all the connection you can possibly need. Let's take a look. Hello everyone, welcome back to MixFest TV. Hope you're having a great day. Before we start, please check the info box down below for my mixing courses on ProMix Academy, free plugins, discounts, special offers, and of course, if you want to support the channel, but most important, access to the all-new in-depth mix and mastering video content that is not available anywhere else, members only, exclusive. Click the join button down here, see all the perks of becoming a MixFest TV member, which includes mix consultations with me via Skype or email. This is a 4 inputs, 4 outputs interface with digital connections for expansion. 2 mic preamps are accessible from the front bottom of the interface, where you also have 2 headphones inputs with both quarter-inch or mini jack connections. It has ventilation ports on each side, rubber at the bottom to make it stable on every surface. The back panel starts showing the power of this unit. Here you have 2 pairs of speakers outputs and 2 line inputs. And very rare on small interfaces, you have 2 inserts for input 1 and 2 if you want to use compressors or EQs or effects while recording. RCA phono outputs, USB DC power, and 3 USB ports to connect anything you want or charge phones or tablets. Popping off the top reveals the main panel of the interface. The front panel is sleek and really cool looking. The slant makes it really easy to access everything and see everything even when it's on your desk. Here we have gain knobs for the inputs, the big output level knobs, and the 2 headphone outputs levels, and all the buttons that we'll see later. With the top off, you also reveal the digital connections on the back. You have 2 MIDI inputs and the adapter cable come in the box with the unit, SpeedIF, word clock, and ADAT in and out. In the box you will find the USB cable, the MIDI adapters to connect regular MIDI cables to it, and power supply. Let's plug this thing in. Insert the DC cable on the back and the unit lights up. I already installed the drivers, so as soon as I plug in the USB, my laptop recognizes it and Pro Tools already picks the correct drivers. All the buttons on the front panel are backlit, which is very nice. Top to bottom, 48 volts phantom power, phase inversion, pad which has a really cool dual function you'll see in a minute, instrument button to switch from mic or line input. Next is the Q selection button, mono button, Q button, mute, and speaker A or B selection button. There's a nice ring light around the output level knob to show you the level you're at. Mirror controls on the right side, and at the top there's the mix control knob for the Q, computer playback or direct signal while you're recording, and there's a little dent at 50% which gives you a nice reference point. At the bottom, mono button for headphones, source selector Q1, 2 or main output, talkback button that automatically dims the output. As soon as you connect the cable, you see the lights. This one goes into the microphone here. Right now I have selected input number 1, and as you can see, I'm using an SM7 on channel 1. And as you know, this microphone needs a lot of gain, and I want to show you one of the best features this interface has. We already said that this interface has super clean preamps and great converters, but the preamps are super high gain and the lowest noise on the market. Exactly like my other Arturia interface, the AudioFuse 8 Pre, and I have a dedicated video review of that interface so you can hear these preamps which are the same in action. So let me show this great feature here. I'm gonna put the gain halfway, okay? I'm gonna start recording with the microphone basically 2 inches from my mouth. And as you can see from the meters in Pro Tools and the meter here and the waveform, the signal right now is pretty low. Now of course I could turn the gain up, and as you can see I'm reaching the level pretty easily that is necessary for any recording, okay? But let's say this is not enough, or I don't want to turn the gain all the way up. I put the gain back at 12 o'clock, and if I keep the pad button pressed, you will see it turns red. And now I have 10 additional dB of clean, super clean gain for my mic input. And this way I can drive any microphone, even an SM7 that requires a lot of gain, or a ribbon mic, without having to add any additional signal booster in the chain or anything like that. So these preamps are really great. Wanna go back to normal? Press pad and the gain goes down, okay? And of course it works like a regular pad if you press it once. So white works as a pad, you unselect it, keep it pressed, additional gain for your preamp. Now you will wonder why, with your pretty big setup that you have in your studio, you needed this small interface. And here's why. I recently got my new mastering converter, okay, the Dangerous 80 Plus. And I simply wanted to print my mixes and masters also to another computer, in this case my laptop. So with this one, while my 80 Plus prints the mix on that computer using the ADAT output that are on the back, this one's free, I can connect it to the digital input that is located at the top on the back of this unit and print my mixes both on my main computer and on my laptop using the Arturia AudioFuse. But this is it for this overview of this little powerful interface. Before I go, make sure you check and sign up for the massive remix contest for Bella's Single Throat. We have $1,000 in prizes from over 18 companies, and it's gonna be hard not to win something. Analog gear, plugins, headphones, speakers, and much more. And the remix is open to any genre. So make that song metal, reggae, EDM, post-rock, trap, we don't care. Anything goes as long as you use Bella's vocal stems and anything else from the original tracks. Keep an eye out for the official announcement video with me and Bella with all the rules, time frame, and everything else. Follow MixBuzzTV on Instagram and Facebook. A lot of exclusive content in there as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching and see you next time.
Hands on my neck, hands grip my throat. Lift me up, man, take control.